Welcome, everybody, to the Let Purple Rain podcast. Please like and subscribe. I'm your host, Joe Arpasi, otherwise known as Purple Rain. I started my CFF work in 2008, and after stepping away for 8 years, I returned in 2024 as Purple Rain. You can follow me on X on the handle that you see on the screen. You can also find all of my content at letpurplerain.com. I'm going to start off today's show with a couple of quick announcements here. I have released my 2025 CFF Draft Guide. This is the biggest draft guide I've ever done, going back to my start in CFF back in 2008. Guys, there is 76 pages of CFF info. It includes my keys to fantasy success, coaching systems and scheduling information, tons of player spotlights. I've got player rankings for all FBS, Power 4, G5. I'm also including in that Power 4 specific rankings for Underdog Fantasy and the Scott Fish Tadpole Bowl. I'm giving you player projections for a whopping 974 players. I'm giving you draft analysis breakdowns for every single type of player rankings list that I'm giving you. You're also going to get Fantrax player ranking upload files. So I'm making it easier than ever for you to just take my player rankings. You can upload it in under a minute, and the rankings will be right there in your Fantrax leagues. This is a must-have CFF draft guide for 2025, guys. I'm also extremely excited to bring you this special promotional event, so let's check it out. Do you love college football? Do you love fantasy football? My name is Joe Arpasi, and I have just the thing for you. I'm the man behind LetPurpleRain.com, your premier college fantasy football resource. And I'm hosting a 52-man college fantasy football league. New world order. The winner of my league is going to take home this custom championship belt provided by this league's sponsor, ArmChampionshipBelts.com. If you want a chance to compete for this bad boy, go to LetPurpleRain.com and sign up to be a premium subscriber today. All premium subscribers are automatically entered into the drawing to see who makes this league. And I'm going to be running drawings from March all the way through July. That means the longer that you're a premium subscriber, the more chances you have to be entered into this 52-man challenge. Let me tell you something, brother. Winning this belt's not going to be easy. You're going to have to contend with the new world order of college fantasy football. You're not only going to be competing against me, you're going to be competing against Eric Froton from NBC Sports and FantasyPoints.com, Jared Palmgren from Chasing the Natty podcast and CampusToCanton.com, and John McKechnie from RotoWire.com. So go sign up today to become a premium subscriber at LetPurpleRain.com so you have a chance to get a golden ticket to the show. You're not going to want to miss out on a chance to win this baby because this belt is just too sweet. Guys, I'm so pumped to be hosting the 2025 Battle for the Belt 52-Man League Challenge. Once again, I'm going to give a special thanks to ArmChampionshipBelts.com for being this event's sponsor and providing this amazing custom belt that I can hand out to this year's winner. I'm going to be doing my 5th of 7 golden ticket giveaways live here on YouTube on Wednesday, June 25th. If you aren't already a premium subscriber, sign up now so you can automatically be entered into the remaining golden ticket giveaways. If you are selected to enter this league, please check your email for a Fantrax League invite. That email will come from Fantrax. There are still several people that have won golden tickets that have not claimed them yet. And the first Sunday of July, any people that have gotten golden tickets in the first 6 drawings, if they have not claimed them, I will have to delete those teams from the league. I'm going to open up all those tickets back for the 7th drawing and just put them back out there for everybody and give everyone more chances to win. I don't want to have to pull a ticket, and I am sending some direct emails to people that haven't done it yet. But please check your inbox, check your spam, all of that. Also, We are here today for the Diary of a Draftman mock draft series. If you're new here to these episodes, this is where I will be conducting live mock drafts. I'm giving you an immersive experience into my mind as I draft fantasy football teams. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Chasing the Natty podcast, mock draft number 3. YouTube will be the home of the preview show, where I will cover the first 5 rounds of this draft as it unfolds. LetPurpleRain.com will be the exclusive home to the main show. I'm going to cover rounds 6 through 30 to complete the live draft here. As the draft ensues, I'm going to be explaining my thought process as I draft my team. You will also see my player queue as I provide insights on who I'm looking at drafting for my next picks. As the year goes on, I'm probably going to be doing different strategies, but right now, since my draft guide just released, I'm going to be probably doing a lot of the draft guide strategies that I'm giving you guys in these episodes before I might, later in July, try some different things, some stuff I haven't done this year. So I'm going to be giving you guys that. Also, once Underdog Fantasy opens up their drafts, I'm going to be doing some Underdog drafts here. And on today's show, for that draft strategy, I'm going to be using, straight from my 2025 CFF draft guide, my FBS half PPR draft strategy. I normally like to wait on drafting quarterbacks. You guys would have seen another episode where I called it the 1-3-1 draft strategy, and I kind of ended up settling on this for this year. In the first the first 5 rounds, you're going to see me come out of this whole thing with 1 quarterback, 3 running backs, and 1 receiver. In the first 2 rounds, I'm going to keep things kind of even with 1 running back and 1 wide receiver. The wide receiver position's really vital here because it's the only one I'm drafting in the first 5 rounds. So I'm really going to put a focus on stability and upside for rounds 3 through 5. That's where I'm going to look to keep building my running back stable while I find my spot for a quarterback. As you guys see on the screen, and I'm looking over here, also making sure that video's looking good here. We've had little technical issues all year as I've been working on getting this show to work. But you guys are seeing that I'm mentioning a tier behind each position. That's what I list in my rankings, the different tiers of guys I want to look at here when we are in the draft room, which I'm just going to transition us over now. I cannot show you my tiers, okay? So I don't have the ability to do that, unfortunately. But what I can do here is you can see my entire queue, and this queue right now, I have all positions pulled up. And anytime in a queue, you're going to see the positions go quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end. So right now, as I'm going to just scroll through to get to the tight ends, there they are. You see Haynes King pop up. He's the first quarterback in that next list of quarterbacks. So that's like a sign that, okay, here's another tier. But the one issue that you have, though, is I'm going to do a quick little switch here. While we're going through this and I'm talking, you're going to see that, if I pull up all quarterbacks, you can't tell where the tiers are. So I'm not going to be discussing the tiers, even though I put that in the draft strategy overview here, guys. There's not a good way I can show it to you. And this is one of those things where I've continued to try and find ways to package the visual on screen for you. I keep looking over and double checking. Everything's looking good. We're not doing the spreadsheet this week, guys. I think I figured out a way to make the YouTube queue work. Some other great things that I can do as well is I can pull up my roster so you guys can see the roster on there. If I happen to draft a placeholder guy, I can type that into the chat, I believe. I don't see where I can put it in. So I'm not going to have all players up. I've basically just preloaded them in my queue because it looks much better for you guys to see. We've got about 5 minutes before this draft starts. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have my first sip of beer. I have a feeling it's going to be a fun episode, guys. This live draft is taking place Sunday here, and I was out on the lake earlier today. I've had a good head start on some Steve Weisers, for those of you guys that get that, or as I like to say, golden treats. But yeah, I've had a few Steve Weisers already today. Feeling pretty loose starting this thing. And for all of you guys that are new to the show, I like to drink beer. I want you guys to see exactly what it's like when I draft my team. So I'm going to be drinking beer. Once we get off of YouTube, and if you're a premium subscriber and you go over to letpurplerain.com to see the main show, I like to rock out as well. So I'm going to be playing my music, and today I'm sporting, I don't know how well I can get it up above the graphic here, going some old school metal here, a little Judas Priest shirt for today, not wearing the Let Purple Rain gear. I want to lean back into the fun of the music part of this here. So got my Judas Priest, and we're going to start off the main show as well with a Judas Priest song, which is going to be kind of fun. But like we said here, we are going to be looking for the first two rounds, running back and wide receiver. I'm going to skim over here. Am I frozen? Bear with me, guys. No, I'm not frozen. I know I'm adjusting my screen as we go here, guys, a bit. I can't show you here. The screen will move with the draft picks, but I'm drafting the number 10 spot. So I'm back at the end of the, I believe the last Chasing the Natty, I was at the number 10 spot as well. I just noticed something here that just popped up, so I'm sorry. Give me a second, guys. Over on the queue window, it kind of changed. There we go. Sorry, guys. Just got to do little repositionings and stuff. Like I said, this is just kind of one of those new things, and so we're sitting here and getting back to the number 10 spot. I apologize, guys. Oh, we are all over the place today, but wait, we're gonna have some fun. I did this, I believe, the last time, Chasing the Natty mock draft number 1, which was the very last Diary of a Draftman episode. I believe I was in the number 10 spot. And what I ended up doing was leaning wide receiver there, just so I could get the top guy that I wanted at that time, and then pick up whatever running back comes around in the second round. So here late in the first round, I like that approach because you're not really missing out too much on running back, but you could miss out on a top wide receiver. Let's just flip this around. Let's say I was drafting in spot number 3, which is like the inverse of what we're talking about here. Like that would be very different. Like I would be going running back first, no matter what, and then in that 2 spot, I'm just going to look for whatever wide receiver falls to me. So that's kind of the way that I would play it out on these different ends of the draft. I wish I can kind of show you a bit more of that, but hey, this is the draft order that we got, so we're going to roll with it here. We are less than 2 minutes away from this draft starting. Since I can't have my music playing because I get copyright strikes on YouTube here, unfortunately you have to just listen to me. Can't have any background noise. I'm continuing to check the camera. All you guys have been pretty loyal on watching this show. I think you could tell why I'm like a little nervous. I'm like, I think I finally have this all working. I think we're good to go. There we go. Got my little draft notes pulled up over here as well. I think we got this set up that we're good to go, guys. I'm glad I got 3 shows out of the way before my draft guide came out, and we're starting to do these with my official player rankings. Also going to throw out there for you guys the last 2. Trying to think here, it was a May mock draft and Chasing the Natty mock draft number 1. I was not using my own player rankings during that time. I was using ADP player rankings, so I was like scrolling all over the place trying to figure out who I want. I now have my actual player rankings that are in my draft guide right here, ready for you guys to see. So this is going to be a lot more, and we're starting early. This is going to be a lot more structured this time around. So as I mentioned here, like really where I'm kind of leaning is wide receiver. So I just want to keep an eye on these wide receivers. Jordan Tyson all the way down through McAllister, the number 5 guy in my queue. Those are really the one I want to be able to land one of those 5 in the first round here. If they're all flying off the board and gone by the time my pick comes, I will go running back and then kind of look and adjust from there. But right now, the way the ADP is playing out, I think we should be in good shape to be able to land one of these guys. We are almost halfway to me. Shout out to everybody who likes to have some Steve Weisers or golden treats while they draft. Gridiron Scholar. That is Jared's guest today on the live cast. All of you guys, I'm going to have a link in the article as well. Check out Jared's live cast of this as well. Like he gives some great commentary on this. I'm just giving you my insights as I'm drafting my team. I'm not commenting so much on everybody else. So, um, just kind of hang in there with all of this, and but definitely go check out Jared's version of the show. I think it's going to be awesome for all of you guys to watch. So we are 3 picks away. We're going to be able to get Tyson Williams. Tyson just went, so we got Williams. I did take Messer the last time in his mock draft. I'm kind of going to keep leaning that way. Like, once again, these are my rankings. I don't know how much I'm going to bounce around them today. I might do it at times, but hey, we got Ryan Williams, so we're going to take him. Boom. Let's switch over to running back. Let's see which guy falls over to us. And that was really our strategy for these first 2 rounds. 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and the draft's moving at a pretty good pace here, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be doing the first 5 rounds here on YouTube. As soon as I make that 5th round pick, I'm going to do a very fast transition out of this preview show into the main show. So you guys kind of hang in there. You might miss a pick or two, but this first round's going very fast because a lot of us just kind of know where everything's going. Oh, all right. We're able to get Hankerson here. I cannot pass on him. It's been a while since I've gotten a share of him. I'm feeling really good. I got Hankerson and I got Ryan Williams. And now as we're heading into rounds 3 through 5, we're going to be looking at 1 quarterback and 2 running backs. And right now, I'm really kind of looking at just staying at running back unless we start seeing quarterbacks just really fly off the board, which I don't expect. Klubnik in the first round, it's not unheard of here. Super solid, reliable guy, but I can't picture a bunch of quarterbacks. I'll flip over to the quarterbacks just since we're talking about them right now. I'm willing to skip that tier 1 of quarterbacks, which Sellers and Horvath are. So for me, this group from King down, like that's really the group I'm looking to jump into. So I'm willing to wait. I don't feel like I need to go there in the 3rd round. It's really going to be a decision of, do I want to go there in the 5th, or am I going to wait until the 5th round to do it? So I'm going to switch us back over to running back because, like I said, I'm really kind of thinking we're locked into running back in round 3 unless a massive quarterback run starts. And even if it does, I might just stay at running back because that's where the value is going to be. So we got what kind of the consensus top 3 quarterbacks are here. I think the quarterback stuff will slow down a little bit for us. And one guy, as we're looking at the queue here, I'm just kind of talking about some of these guys. Smothers from North Carolina State. I got really big on him. The more I started working on the draft guide and my projections and everything, he's a guy that you can get a little later. I'll play some ADP game here in this draft, but like you're going to see me a lot of times where I'm just going to say, I don't care. I just want to grab my guy and ignore where they might go and just grab them early. But I love Smothers. Singleton would be a guy I'd grab before him just because of ADP. Hardy, I'd do the same thing. Sire Gaines is a riskier pick in DeRozier's, but I probably would go after Smothers after those 2 guys. So even though I got Smothers ranked number 1 in this queue right now, I would probably take him as the number 6, or even, I'm going to say maybe even the number 7 behind Durham, just depending on kind of how things play out here. So we're through the 2nd, getting into the 3rd, and I'm checking. Everything's looking good on the camera. I feel great, guys. This is working. Finally, you can see the Fantrax queue. This looks so much better. I'm not having to manage the spreadsheet. I feel like we're finally home. I love it. There goes Durham. Like I said, like some of these ADP picks, that's like, I love Smothers. He's going to be at the top of this list, but I'm probably going to wait. And it might be one of those like he'd be, if I want to go running back in rounds 3 through 4 here, and then just wait for the quarterback that falls to me in the 5th, I definitely am grabbing Smothers in the 4th. I'm not going to wait at that point. We're 7 picks away. I have not been watching these picks as they work their way toward the other corner. I'm going to keep my eye a little bit. I'm going to keep looking off to the right. It looks like everything's moving good for you guys to be able to see all the picks. I don't want like the number 12 person to be cut off here. That's the last thing I have not checked on a technical end yet for this. We're getting real close. So as I'm looking at this, Sire Gaines and De Rozier's definitely would be my top two. I really like Peebles, but he does slip a lot in drafts. So Bullock would probably be that next guy. We're 5 picks away. I'm going to keep scrolling down here. Um, I was just about to say Wayman Jordan would probably be the other, and there he goes. So probably Parker out of Utah would probably be that next one after Bullock. If I'm just here trying to play the ADP game, and I'm not surprised that the quarterbacks are waiting. So Gaines and De Rozier's, hoping one of those two falls to me. If not, as I mentioned, Bullock and Parker would be my next two that I'm going to look at before then just ignoring the ADP game and going straight by my rankings and just grabbing who I want. But luckily, these receivers are going, so we might get Sire Gaines here, which could be a good thing here. I love that the potential upside. We're 1 pick away, guys. So let's see if we're going to look at if it's Gaines or De Rozier's. And right now, because of how those running backs have gone, I'm definitely thinking we're going to double tap running back here. I'm just going to take whatever quarterback falls to us. Perfect. We're going to take Gaines. We're going to take what I'm going to take whatever running quarterback falls to us in the 5th. And at this point, Smothers, we could wait on him. And I'm pausing because like I don't want to really have to pass up on him, but I think De Rozier's will be gone off the board by the next time we come around to running back. So we could go him there and just cross our fingers and hope that Smothers drops. That's where I'm leaning right now. And kind of everybody else, I'm just gonna say that we're gonna go De Rozier's if he comes back. Um, if not, we're gonna take our boy Smothers. But it's going pretty quickly here. I have a feeling we're gonna get De Rozier's. Attaboy. All right, we are loaded up with some monsters at running back now. We got Hankerson out of Oregon State. Let's switch over so we can show our team here. Oops, sorry. Roster, that's what I'm trying to click on. Bear with me. All right. A little delay in the Q box down below. I'm going to click Q now. It just takes a little time to flip over. But, so for our roster here, I'm ignoring bye weeks, any of that. I'm just loading up on dudes. And so we got ourselves 3 monsters. We do have 2 13-week buys. You can't see that on the screen, but I can see it here. So that is one thing we're going to have to be very conscious of moving forward. Unfortunately, I cannot see the buys in the queue. I'm going to switch over to players and let's just see how well, yeah. So we can see them there. So I can double check them that way, and that may not be a bad idea as we move forward. But now we are heading into round, we're wrapping this up, so we know we're going quarterback. Let me flip us back over Q-wise. Like I said, we're just going to wait for a quarterback to fall to us here. Horvath is the only tier 1 guy that I have on the list. Outside of that, I believe through MacGyver is my tier 2, and then I think tier 3 starts at Levitt. I'm not going to be able to do this all night, guys, especially with the amount of beers I've been having. Golden Treats. We're family friendly here on YouTube. Golden Treats that I've been having today. So we're just going to kind of see how that plays out. But we know that we're locked in, like as I said, for this draft strategy, rounds 3 through 5, we want 2 running backs, 1 quarterback. We loaded up on 3 dudes that have huge upside potential. I will admit, we talk about that roster. Hankerson's good. Gaines and De Rozier's do have some question marks. They're not the safest guys here, but man, loading all 3 of those guys up. You know, I'm not counting on Sire Gaines to be Ashton Genty, guys, but even if he's Ashton Genty light with these 3 guys, I feel really dang good about how we started our running back room here. A few more quarterbacks coming off the board with Nussmeier. And once again, once it's 5th round, once I get that 5th round pick, I'm leaning over because I'm grabbing another beer in anticipation. You know, once that 5th round pick starts, guys, like it's gonna be really quick. I'm gonna make that pick. I'm gonna be popping off of the preview show here and making the transition over to the main show over at letpurplerain.com. So kind of, once again, continuing to hit this stuff up here while we're waiting on this to come around, because I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I'll get the quarterbacks back up in the queue. But basically, we're just taking the best guy that falls to us at this point. I could play a little ADP game, but we're just going to wait until we get a little closer to talk about that. So, me, as I'm kind of filling in the airspace here, the first thing I'll do is I'm going to finish a spear off. Maybe not finish it. But once again, just mentioning my 2025 CFF draft guide. I have not mentioned it yet in the show. If you are a premium subscriber or if you sign up to become one, you will get a copy of the draft guide and all of the other files that come with that package for free. I want to reward my premium subscribers, and I give a huge discount for annual premium subscriptions. I don't even know the percentage. I believe it might be over 40% off if you sign up annually versus monthly right now. I want you here with me year round, looking at, reading about, talking about college fantasy football, guys. So that's why I give that big discount. And also, I want to add value to your premium subscription. So you're going to get that draft guide for free. The other things, that if you're not a premium subscriber or if you don't want to sign up to be one, that is fine. I have plenty of free subscribers, and I give you guys kind of my little honorable mentions. I give you some free content out there, but you have the ability to buy the draft guide for $15. So I wanted to make sure that you guys also had a means to be able to get that, but I obviously can't provide you that same value that I can give my premium subscribers by giving it for free. But I do have options for both. I'm just going to throw this out there too, guys. Like if you're not thinking about signing up for an annual subscription, that's fine. I'm selling the draft guide for $15. You can be a premium subscriber just for draft season for 2 months. That'll cost you $14. I don't know a better way to tell you the value of, like, even if you just want to do it for draft season and that's it, and you don't want to be a premium subscriber when the season comes along, that's fine. Please come be a part of this community for 2 months. I would love to have you if that's all I can have you for. Now that quarterbacks are going off the board, I'm going to stop doing the sales pitch here, guys. So we've had Nussmeier, Mateer, and Owen McCowan come off the board. I still love Blake Horvath, Haynes King, Colton Joseph, Dampier, Johnson. They round out the top 5 in the queue there. Maverick MacGyver, I love him. I do feel good about him being a QB1, but it's just you have some question marks. He's a guy who's moving up from the FCS level, but his offensive coordinator came with him. I think he has huge upside. He was one of my nuclear options this year. And so like really all the way through those top 6 guys, and we're 4 picks away. I'm just going to take the best one that comes here. And once again, like when it comes up, I'm going to do this quick transition out of this show, out of this show into the main show. So hang in there, guys. We are now 3 picks away, and I like all 3 of these guys. I have a feeling we're going to get Horvath, and I'll take him. I'll take him all day, every day as my quarterback 1 this year, guys. When I ran projections, I started looking at him. I had a hard time. I was like, he's tier 1. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, I see a lot of things in line with that Navy offense and stuff where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to give him that edge. And so right now it looks like we're going to get Horvath or King. As soon as this pick is made, like I said, I'm going to do that transition. So bear with me here, guys. We got 1 pick to go. Like I said, I have a feeling we're getting Horvath. Horvath's a dude who's been slipping. We'll see if his ADP starts rising now that my draft guide's out. All right, I'm taking Horvath. Okay, guys. So, thank you guys for watching Diary of a Draftman, Chasing the Natty podcast, mock draft number 3 preview show here on the Let Purple Rain podcast. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Head over to letpurplerain.com to watch the rest of this draft. Link is in the description. If you've enjoyed this video, check out the rest of my mock draft shows. You're going to find a link at the end of this video. Thanks for joining the Let Purple Rain podcast. Your CFF reign starts here.